Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to...
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased as always. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second down following the run. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Over the middle, complete. That's Lucas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 25 carries, 105 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Fresh set of downs here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. off the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough starting field position here. Throwing on 1st down. Watkins got his man complete over the middle. That's Spencer. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 78 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Watkins fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 3rd and 2, Watkins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And his throw is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Let's go. Green 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on third down. Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Skirts by him at the 35. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let's go. 3-19.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Play action. They'll throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down, Watkins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watkins, throw left side complete. It's Spencer. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Looking to throw. Watkins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that third down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. That's
going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Off the play fake. Watkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Operating from the gun. Watkins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. And the pressure gets to him again.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Watkins. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he's going to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights, but points obviously hard to come by in this first half. Larry will be in Orlando with our halftime report in about 2 minutes' time.
Yeah, he and his staff, they're putting together nothing but defensive highlights from the first half. And there's nothing wrong with that as far as I'm concerned.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. On first and 10, Watkins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw on second down, Watkins. He's going to flick one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down, Watkins. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Looking to throw on second down. Watkins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Watkins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports halftime report. Defense has been the name of the game. It's not often you see a matchup where both sides can't find a way to get on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if the offense picks up in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Titans on offense midway through the second. Hill's going to push his way to the QB here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Titans now later on the drive. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Third down at the 44. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a loss of 7. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. No points in this one yet, but we'll hand it back over to a man who's always on point. That's Brandon Gott.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again. Watkins. And that is incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Titans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Titans coming hard, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And with points at an extreme premium here in a 0-0 game, that could be a big special teams play right there.
That's an advantage play. Someone create an advantage for their team, give them an opportunity, and special teams is usually a terrific starting point for that. Blocking the punt, now they've given themselves a chance and have seized momentum.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Looking to throw. Watkins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, Watkins. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
To throw on second down. Watkins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The offense on third down tonight, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And meanwhile, checking in on action down in Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on second down. Watkins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Titans on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Watkins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rodriguez. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Rodriguez. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. And it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And this is not even going to get there. It's no good. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
To throw on 2nd down. Watkins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Watkins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back.
3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th.
Now, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season.
Let's go! 3-19!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And that's going to do it right there. They're going to run out of time, and we're going to be headed for OT. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Not laying back defensively. They blitzed right there first play in OT.
The game's changed a bit, hasn't it? I'm telling you, when we were kids, most of the time you'd lay back, not necessarily prevent defense, but you want everything in front of you and hope that the offense made a mistake. Now people aren't counting on that. They're going after them and being aggressive. Of course, if they pick up your blitz, it could be a big play for the offense.
False start, offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass it in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker, because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything, because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And a give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Off play action. Watkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, Watkins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. Watkins. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did